Welcome to the Sheila C Hill Show, where the C stands for come on in this room and have a sit down so we can chit chat for a little while. You're going to enjoy this episode. And this podcast, the Sheila C Hill Show, is the ultimate go-to podcast for ambitious individuals seeking a more fulfilling and successful life. You're going to get valuable insights, expert tips, and inspiring stories to enhance your lifestyle, grow your business, and nurture your emotional well-being. Now, in each episode, you're going to be brought practical tips and insightful wisdom within our supportive community known as Sheila's Thrive Tribe. Listen, that's what we do over here. We thrive, baby. But if you are new to the show, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Sheila C Hill. I am your host, and I like to just say welcome and hello, hola, bonjour, como ça, ni hao, howdy, and what's going on? Listen, I would love for you to subscribe, follow, and share this podcast to people that you know are willing to dedicate themselves to personal growth, business success, and just living their best lives, okay? So just join Sheila's Thrive Tribe by subscribing. Now, I tell you all the time, when I bring my guests, I bring the best guests in the land, okay? Yes, let's debate about it then, okay? If you don't believe it, you will know that I bring the best guests to you, and today is nothing short of amazing with our guest today. Our guest is a designer, event planner, and founder of Easy Peasy Party Planning. Listen, this is going to be such amazing. I'm so excited that she's here. She's going to share her expertise of how she started her planning and how she's so creative and how she attracts the high level clients. Listen, because she knows how to make the bank in this party planning business, and she takes it to the next level, but she also is teaching you how to do so. And I love when I have guests that come on and they're sharing as well. They're not keeping it to themselves. So at this time, we're going to invite to the stage Miss Kimberly Perrymond. Welcome to the stage. Yay!
Hi, Sheila. Thank you for having me.
You are welcome. I'm so glad that you are here. Listen, we're just going to get into it because I know you are a busy lady with everything that you do. All right. So I just told a little snippet of you, but tell us who is Kim Perrymond? Tell us about you and your business.
So I'm an event planner, and I'm also a coach. So I teach other women how to get in this event planning game and win at it.
And winning it. That's major. That is major. Okay, so can you tell us about your journey? How did you even get started in party planning and in the design industry?
So, Sheila, I was a teacher. I wanted to be a teacher all my life until I started, right?
Bless your heart.
Until I started. But I had some money that I wanted to invest. Like, I wanted to start my own business. So I started Googling, like, different businesses. So I found inflatable business. I started with 2 inflatables, one bounce house and 1 water slide. And I started going to parties and seeing like, dang, they need a lot of stuff. They need balloons, shirts, they need backdrops, all of this stuff. And I should be the one to give it to them. So that is how I got into the industry. So like one thing just kind of led to me being a full-blown like event planner.
Wow. Wait a minute. Okay. So how long did you do the blow-ups? How long did you stay at that level?
Honestly, probably I'm gonna say like a good 6 years. Like I was in it. Yes. So like a good 6 years and kind of just like in it, struggling really bad. You know how we get into these businesses and I didn't have a niche. So I felt like, me going to those parties, I'm like, well, they need all this stuff. And if I want to actually like increase my bottom line, the money that I'm making, so I need to start doing shirts. I need to start doing balloons. I need to start doing party favors until I actually started doing those things. And then it like created another problem because I'm like, I'm a one-woman show. My prices are cheap. I'm doing this on my own. So yes. So the turning point, yes.
So what was the turning point?
So the turning point honestly came when, girl, I was just like, I really have nothing else to lose. And I bet it all. Right. I went to a workshop in New York, swiped it on my credit card. And I went to New York because it was just like, at this point, like I have nothing else to lose because I'm just really, so I went to that class and it really like changed my life. It changed my perspective on what I was doing. I'm like, I started seeing people that were getting paid thousands of dollars to do what I was doing. And I was doing parties for $275, right? I was doing parties. Yes. I was a one-woman show. What? I thought, you know what I mean? I didn't know who my clients were. You know how you don't know who your clients are. You just trying to provide services for everybody. Like what you need. I saw a message the other day and somebody was like, can you do it for like 200? And I was like, thirsty. I was like, yes. Like, what do you need? You get what I'm saying?
Right.
But it really changed. That class like changed my life in the way I did business. So I came back with that education, and I started like charging my true worth, rebranding, and upgrading my business. And then I started attracting those people. Right, I started attracting premium clients, and so that's what I teach others how to do.
Gotcha. Okay. So, all right. So let's back up. So when you started, you were, I could do it for whatever price. Name your price. I do it. All right. Now, that is something that we do because we need the clientele. We need the testimonials. But do you feel that sometimes we stay in that season too long because we're afraid to go to the next level or whatever reason that we're stuck there and then our mindset changes?
Yes. I think for me, like I stayed in that situation because I just thought I could figure it out myself. And I was like, maybe I just need to invest more in my business. Like I need to just get like more props. I need to get better looking bounce houses. I need to go get cotton candy and popcorn and snow cone machines, right? And you're just digging yourself deeper in the hole because you have no strategy, right? That's number one. Like you got to have a strategy. You got to know who your clients are. You got to know what is my niche. You know what I mean? So
I know, but it's so, for entrepreneurs, they're just so, like you said, thirsty that they don't take the time to narrow it down. And I think that's what they need to focus on. For any entrepreneurs that's listening, if you're in that beginning stage, understand that there is a process. However, you have to still have a plan. You need to write it down. You need to do your research and do your targeted market. And listen, have your bottom line. Just don't be doing this for $59.99 and you're doing a whole 100 party and you're not really making any money.
Exactly. And we love, like, as entrepreneurs, we love to say, like, I ain't no money out here. Like, people don't want to pay. Like, we love to say that. That was like that was my tagline. That was my story. Like, people don't want to pay. They're cheap. They're this. But I had to look and say, like, girl, it's you that's cheap.
Come on.
It's your logo that's cheap. You don't even have a website. You don't even have branding. You don't even have, like, people go to your website. If you do have a website, like, I'm confused. I don't know what you do. And these are things, like, until I got my first coach, like, I didn't even know it made a difference. Like my Instagram, right? I had just pictures of all kind of stuff everywhere.
Okay.
And it confuses your client.
That is so true. It's all about the branding. So if someone can look at, especially your social media, if they can look at your social media and just right off know what you do, you're good. But if they have to like scroll through and be like, okay, wait a minute, do you do this or do you do that? Because listen, I understand, because I was on team do too much at one point in my life too. And you're trying to find that niche for you to walk in and give like 100% to. So what do you say to the entrepreneur who is there and they don't quite know because they're gifted? And I've always heard a quote, just because you can do something doesn't mean it's for you to do. So what do you say to that entrepreneur that's on that fence right now?
Figure out who your dream client is, right? So figure out like, who do I want to work with, right? And my dream client, like I have given my dream client a whole name, and her name is Beyonce. But like, what problem am I solving for this particular client, right? What books do they like to read? What brands do they like? And make everything that you post, all of your branding, your marketing materials, make everything that you do speak to that person, speak to your dream client, right? Because if you're trying to go over here and work with other people, they're going to say you too expensive, you this, you that. So focus on your dream client and focus on serving that person and solving the problem that you solve for that person.
Ooh, I like that. That's a great tip. Thanks for that, Kim. Okay, y'all heard her. Listen, that's so important, because if you don't have a goal set to where you want to be, then you're just shooting in the dark. Like, for real, stop playing. Life, listen, we just playing with life right now. No, we need to really focus. Now, with your party planning, how do you stay up to date with like the latest trends? Because listen, Barbie just was all over the place. Everywhere. How do you stay with the latest trends in your party planning or your designing?
Always learning, always growing, always taking classes, social media, things like that. Always taking classes. And I buy like design books. So like I just ordered some Preston books the other day, Preston Bailey books the other day, because I have my workshop coming up. And so I'm like, you know what? I need to learn, like I need to elevate my design, right? So he is one of the best. So that's one thing you do is, you take classes, read blogs, Pinterest. Those are some things you can do.
Most definitely. I love that. Very, very great tips and practical. And a lot of times people don't understand. You can learn. And a lot of people say, oh, I don't have the money to buy the books. I don't have that. Listen, if you follow Kim on social media, you're going to get some gems. You're going to understand that she gives out free value. She gives out a lot of gems if you just continue to follow. And then from there, you're going to have to invest in yourself later on to get to the next level. Because you just heard what she said. Listen, she had to invest to go to New York to learn all of these different techniques and to bring them back and teach it. Now, I'm a big advocate for coaches. So can you tell how important it is to have a coach as an entrepreneur to go to the next level?
What? Very important. So I always say there is 3 things that I'm not living without, and that is God, my team, and a coach. Yes. So I have like, man, I have had like a lot of coaches and people who have just like invested in me and taught me a lot of things. Like I will get on a plane quick and like just fly out to Houston just for like one day for a 1 or 2 hour event. I'm always just investing in myself. Like just this past year, I invested in a high level coaching program, $155,000. And at first I was like, everybody around me was like, girl, you crazy, you sick. Right. But once they started seeing like the results, people was like my best friend got a mentor now. He just joined Brandon's the Brandon who shot me. He joined his
Brandon shot me. Yes.
Yeah. And like, like my sister, like people are now like, well, what was that coaching? Like, what is that about?
Yeah.
Right? So highly suggest finding you a coach. And then like just executing on what they say. Because like people will take, the coaching programs and they're like the amount of information that even I provide like to people is crazy that people don't be executing.
I know, but isn't that about mindset though?
Yes.
Because you're giving it to them like on a platter, like here. All you have to do is you got the blueprint, just make the moves. It's the mindset of people, they don't get it. Listen, don't get me started because I'm a coach and I understand how you just want them to win and you're giving them all the tools to win, but they got to pick up the tools and use it. Listen, I advocate coaches. I have 5 coaches at one particular time. And listen, when you invest in yourself, no one can take that knowledge away from you. And nobody can say whatever they want to say, the people that's around you. But I really focus a lot on the mindset. Talk to people who say, well, in my neighborhood, we don't think there's no way I would get a coach, or it's no way I can see paying $150,000 or $25,000 or $10,000 for a coach. Tell the difference between a mindset, between the growth mindset and the fixed mindset in a sense, and how we can sort of get out of that.
I think that you're only going to grow like to the level of your imagination, to what you see. So if you start saying like, oh, well, I couldn't do that. Or no, you think so? Like, if you think you can't, then you are 100% right. Like, you're not, sis. Like, it ain't gonna happen. If you don't believe that it can happen for you, then it ain't gonna happen. Period, point blank. So I feel like you just gotta start believing. Like, I got affirmations everywhere. You gotta start believing that it can happen for you.
Most definitely. And the affirmations, yeah, you definitely having those affirmations just to remind you, put them on sticky notes in your bathroom or your kitchen, your refrigerator, just different things. But you have to have the mindset to want to change. Stop making excuses, people. Yes, yes, I'm talking to you. Stop making excuses. Because we say, well, our environment and mom and them didn't grow up like this, or my education is not at the level. But it's so much free knowledge out here that all you have to do is execute. And then you're going to get to the level where like Kim balling right now. Okay, you can get to that where you can have a high level ticket, even not just an offer, but a coach, and that's going to take you to the next level. Listen, we're going to take a commercial break because I can talk about mindset all day. So just know that we are definitely here to be that example for you, but to also let you know that you have to put the time in for yourself as well. So we're going to be right back after this commercial. Are you feeling overwhelmed with projects to build your business? Search no more. Introducing Borrow My VA, a virtual assistant service, your one-stop solution to bid farewell to stress and manage multiple tasks with very little effort. We specialize in website building, funnel creation, automations, and email marketing, all under one roof. And here's the best part. We provide all these incredible services at budget-friendly rates. Discover a hassle-free way to handle your projects. No more worries about onboarding or finding that perfect virtual assistant. Our team is all set to tackle your task with efficiency. Now, once you delegate the task, consider it done. Say goodbye to overwhelm. Don't miss this fantastic opportunity to elevate your business. Join our list of satisfied customers and book a free consultation today at borrowmyva.com. That's borrowmyva.com. .com for sponsoring this episode. So before our commercial break, we were speaking with Kimberly Perrymond. I don't know whether I'm calling you Kimberly or Kim, but let's just stick with Kim. Kim Perrymond from Easy Peasy Party Planning. Listen, she was dropping some gems on how to just get started. Listen, stop being in your way. Get started. Invest in yourself in a coach and understand that if you can visualize it, if you can dream it, it can happen. So get some affirmations in your life. Get some positive people around you that can help you as well. And listen, no dream is too big. So I'm going to welcome Kim back to the stage. Welcome back, Kim. Thank you for dropping those gems earlier. Listen, now, can you share any a memorable success story from a past party that you've done, or a project that you've done? Because I be seeing you in these social media streets and be seeing this level. What's something that you're like, yes, I did that. Look, you have so many, you can't even think.
Oh, Sheila. So, when was it? I think it was in October. I think it was. So I actually did an event for Myron Golden Stage Selling Secrets. So I did the award ceremony, and I also got my 100K in a day award.
What? Hold up. What? Let me get my little clapper out. Woo! Yeah. Congratulations, Kim.
Thank you.
Okay, go ahead, girl. I'm excited.
Yeah. So that's one of my wins. So I was able to plan and design the event, and then I was able to actually be on stage at the event as well. So it's like a 2-for-1. So
yes!
Honestly, just a blessing. And I'm just so thankful to God for everything.
Wow, that is amazing. I am so excited for you because listen, the visual of that, ooh, it was the details. I love the details. So having that eye and to understand, it does take a lot of work behind the scenes to make things happen. Now, generally for an event of that capacity, how long does it take you to plan it?
We were planning that event for a couple of weeks. Then it took us, I had a team, for sure I had a team, because we only had like 2 hours to flip that room. So it was like a 100-person setup. And so we left at 5:00. They ended the session, and then we had I think it started at 7 p.m. The guests started coming in. So we had to I had a team, and we had to go in there and just really get the room flipped and knocked out. So it takes a team.
Most definitely. And it takes being organized as well, but it also takes being a great leader. Because baby, just because you're leading something doesn't mean you're a great leader. So when you have the outcome where it is just flawless, and of course everything has its little bumps and quirks, but to have that leadership, that says a lot about you as well. Wow, congratulations on that. But it really, oh my God, it was so nice. I was like, you better go, Kim. You better work it.
Thank you.
So when there is, so you have to collaborate with vendors, and so to bring everything to life, there's a lot of moving parts, right, that you have to do. Definitely. So when you become, so do you have your regular vendors, or do you just have a rotation on a Rolodex, like calling this vendor for this or that?
So it just depends. So on a good day, if I am in Florida doing an event, that's where I'm from, so I can call anybody for anything. I have my set list, my set team of my A-list vendors. If I'm traveling, then I'm always going places, girl. Any event that I go to, I'm like, hey DJ, what's your information? Hey, production company. I'm always collecting vendor information. Always. So because I travel and do events, so I always just like to keep a list of vendors. So
that's smart. I love that. Oh, I'm about to use that. Okay, yes, I love that. Okay, so now what advice would you give to an aspiring party planner or designer that's looking to enter into this industry?
So for starters, I'm going to say people have to know you. So do some stuff like, like going on Eventbrite, finding some events that you can attend so people know you. Another thing is knowing who your dream client is. So like if I'm going to an event and I know that Beyonce is my dream client, when I'm looking for those events, I'm only attending events that I know there's going to be a bunch of Beyoncés here. So all I need to do is stand up and wow these guests. Another thing is I believe in serving your way to the top. Like I got one of my biggest opportunities from sponsoring my services for a school. They were having an event for Fantasia. I went in, I got like a list of vendors who were willing to do it with me. We went in and we knocked it out of the ballpark. To this day, like the school still hires me. Like I fly in to do their graduation ceremonies. We got all kind of stuff coming up. So I say serve your way to the top, because had I never sponsored my services, I wouldn't have been able to get my foot through the door so they can see like, man, like, okay, she can add value to what we got going on. So I always say, and make genuine connections. So don't like do it just because you expecting something. Just be a person of value wherever you go. Right. And people will find you. Like your people are gonna find you. God, he just gonna make a way. It's just gonna be like, dang, what? I'm so serious. So just be a good person.
Definitely so. I mean, and I love that because a lot of times we're just out looking for our tribe, but if you serve, your tribe will find you. And you're authentic, your tribe will find you. And a lot of times we try to do all the latest things, the TikToks, and things that are just not within our norm of who we are. And not saying that it's not good to use those platforms, but if you're using them the wrong way, if you're not showing your genuine, that you're genuine, not showing how authentic you are, the message is going to get across, and it's going to take longer for your tribe to find you. So I love that part, especially serving. Listen, wow, that's amazing, because you served, and then because of you serving, they're just like, oh, you my go-to. I ain't using nobody else. You killed it. Boom, bam, boom. But then to have those relationships with the vendors, that right there within itself is amazing, because a lot of times we feel like it's just us in business, but it takes so many people to make these moving parts to be successful. So kudos, girl, you're just doing it all right. I love it. So
gotta have that.
Say again.
I'm just saying, like, if you want to be a successful planner, like you have to have a team, right?
Yes.
So just for me, my mindset going in, starting at $275 and thinking like, can I just get 20 people to book me for $275 in one day, right? So I can be burnt out, broke, tired, you know what I mean? Right? Or do I want to scale my business and figure out who my dream client is, what problem I serve for them, and get so great at serving that problem till they pay me whatever amount I say? You get what I'm saying? Because just think about that we did for Myron. We had 2 hours to do that room. What if I was thinking like the $275, Kim, like I'm going to do it all myself so I can make all the money, but I wouldn't have been able to do it in 2 hours.
No way.
You got to have a team and you actually get paid more.
Woo, honey, to say that was one of your clients, I mean, just to help even, I don't know, at another level, because now people at the higher levels like, let me get Myron's decorator. So that gets your name in rooms before you even get there. So yeah, greater is coming. All right. So everything is not all peaches and cream, right? Everything does not work the way it happens. So there's so many challenges. So how do you handle like the unexpected challenges that comes like when you're planning your parties?
Oh man, I always say like there is no such thing as a perfect event. Like stuff happens all the time and you just have to pivot. So like even my team, like I will tell them like, listen, be mad at me tomorrow, but like I turn into like a whole nother person. right? During event mode. But just be mad at me tomorrow, because we can't afford for you to be mad at me today. Okay? Because I need you to we got to make this happen. We got to go outside and get some bricks, some trees to make such and such stand up, or like whatever, you know what I mean? We got to like improvise. We got to use tablecloth, like whatever we got to do. Like, it just has to be done, because these events, like, this is only going to happen once. You only turn 21 once. We're only doing this banquet. You know what I mean? So
yes. I mean, that reminds me of like my children when I'm super focused, like when I have an event or something coming up, and they call it like Eventzilla, like Bridezilla. Yes. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Just get it done. So even in the points of when you're working with a team, it's so important that they do not have their feelings on their sleeve, because it makes time, because you have that pressure. It is your name. It is your business. You got to make it work. So they can be in their feelings when you say, no, go get that limb. No, do this right. Go this way. They can be in their feelings. So it's so important to have the right team around you, because baby, I know I probably would have so many people that would quit. They'd be like, I can't deal with her.
Sheila, you can't be that bad.
Listen, I'm just like focused. I'm just like, okay, move that, do that, boom. I'm not gonna be like, okay, sweetheart, sugar plum, can you please move that over a little bit to the left? No, get it done. Let's go.
We need it done right now, because we got 5 seconds left right before the doors open. Like, that's how it is.
Yes, that pressure, baby. Woo. So when you are, at the end of the day, when you have your event, it's done. How do you deal with self-care? How do you have that balance between your business and your personal life? Because I know, family person, how do you do that?
So I'm not even going to lie. Like, that's something that I'm still struggling with. But I try to do things like every day. Like, I've been, I'm the worst when it comes down to exercise, but like what works for me is just like taking my morning walks, because I feel like I'm ready to like conquer the world. Another thing I like to do, which I don't do like very often though, is like sitting by the beach. I just love to go to Anna Maria Island and like get a hotel on the beach and like leave the door open, like leave the sliding glass door open and just hear the waves. Like that's just something I like to do.
And that's good.
We gotta do it. Because like I'm gonna tell you, in March or April, like I had like one of my worst months in business, like not months in business, but something like really, really bad happened to me with a business relationship. And like I felt myself, like I didn't know if I was like, I felt my heart beating so fast. Like I'm like, Lord, am I about to have a heart attack? Like something is wrong, right? Because I was so stressed out. But I had to tell myself, like, Kim, if something happened to you, do you know that life is still gonna go on?
Come on.
Like all of this stuff, life is still gonna happen. Like people still gonna be living, having fun, doing parties, all this stuff without you. So it's important for you to just like backtrack and say, hey, like get it together. Take a break, get away from your desk. Like you are important because you are the person that's making all of this happen. So if you are not in a good headspace, nothing else can move. So step away and just relax. Do what you need to do to give yourself some peace. So
that is so true.
I don't get stressed about stuff anymore. Like I just like, God, it's gonna work out. I know you got me. So I ain't about to have no heart attack.
I know that's right. Listen, because by the they'll be like, oh, poor Kim. Oh, next caller. They're gonna be looking for the next.
Exactly.
Exactly. So we have to make sure that we take care of ourselves because we're important just as much as the clients are. We have to take that time to not stress as much because listen, what it was like 45% of entrepreneurs, they deal with the depression, 35% deal with extra stress. So the stats are there for entrepreneurs, but now's the time to focus on ourselves, take that self-care, go by the beach, listen to the water crash, allow yourself to decompress, because you only have yourself. Mm-hmm. And you will be replaceable as the sun goes up and it comes down. Sure enough, people gonna be like, oh, you'll be a has pass. You'll be just a memory. And they're gonna be like, oh, whatever happened to the cute little girl that was doing all that stuff with the decorations? and you know, and it's just after that. So we have to make that impact for our lives and for our family as well. Now, when I know you're teaching people what you're learning and what you have done and your blueprint, in a sense. I did see on the internet streets one day, I was strolling, I saw you was teaching some young people. You did a camp. Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, so it was actually my son's summer camp. And so they had been asking me, and I was like, well, I'm in town, like, let's just do it tomorrow. So I went to Party City, and I got some supplies, and we did like a hands-on party planning class for them, and they did so well. Like, I gave them a list, like, and some of them were like, I'm charging $100 for my stuff, like, and you should, as you should. But they learned a true lesson on like how to create balloon arches and all of that stuff that they can actually like leave today and start like selling and offering the service. So it was amazing.
That is awesome. That is so nice that you did that, imparting into the next generation, because you never know, you might inspire someone and it'll lead into another business. Just the mindset, it will help children understand that you can do this too. Mm-hmm. I mean, I love it. I love it that you're really doing that for them. All right. So now tell me, how can people get into, do you have your mentorship now? How do they get into it? They say, listen,
I do.
All right, let's talk about that.
So our inner circle, we have an inner circle program, and we also have our inner circle program, and we also have Easy Peasy University, which is our community. So there are tons of ladies there from all over the world for you to connect with, and we all just share like that common goal of like, we're creatives, and we're trying to figure out like how to turn this creativity into some currency. And so we network, we celebrate, like we're getting ready to have a actual conference coming up in Miami this September, the 8th through the 10th. Yep. So ladies get to come in. You know what I mean? How we were talking about branding earlier. Like, you want somebody to book you for a $30,000 install when the pictures on your page, like the stuff that you're promoting, is looking $275. But yet you saying that people don't want to pay. Which is it?
Oh, good point. I love it.
Like, you know what I mean? Which is it? So we give ladies the opportunity to get in the room, to actually be a part of putting together a really luxury premium environment. And then they get to take those photos, they get to do headshots and all of that stuff. And they get to add this to their portfolio to market their business. And a lot of ladies just leave this workshop like on fire. So we have guest speakers. Like, it's a great opportunity for those who want to, like, you know, to really level up their event planning business.
Most definitely. Okay, now, is that what you had before? Now, I do remember seeing pictures where it had, I don't know, Egyptian feel, maybe? What was that?
Yes. So we did, like, we always have themes. So the ladies get to come out and, like, you know, dress up, and it makes it so much fun. But we had it was an Indian theme that we did. And so we had like aerial dancers. It was crazy. We had a smoke bar. It was amazing. So that was what it was. It's called the Transformation.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Thank you.
It's called the what?
Transformation Workshop.
And that was a workshop? That was the workshop. Just a workshop. With all those fresh flowers. And all those I mean, the
so they get hands on. They get hands on, like they get to actually get the flower training, the balloons. They get to learn how to do a floor wrap. Like, they get to learn how to really provide that premium, like top tier luxury environment.
Yes. Okay, so people need to meet you. You said in Miami? When?
Yes, Miami, September the 8th through the 10th. Sheila,
Okay,
I
how do
gotta
they
give you
sign
an
up?
affiliate code. Like I gotta give you a link or something, an affiliate code. Y'all mentioned Sheila, because Sheila is the plug. Like she has one of the best podcast shows like that I have seen. You always putting entrepreneurs on. So definitely y'all let us know if Sheila, if you're watching this podcast and you happen to purchase the ticket, let us know so we can bless Miss Sheila right on back.
Hey, I love that. Give back. I love it. I'll take it. Yes, I'm all about really promoting and putting people in the right place and the connections, because sometimes it can take meeting that one person that could change your life. So getting in the room with Kim is going to be so important to get that hands on, to meet the connections of the people that she knows. And you just never where it goes from there, because sometimes that can be your business partner. Your next business partner may be at this conference. Listen, now that one that you had with them flowers and the Indian, listen, I was like, I don't know what they doing, but I want to be there.
Sheila, you might have to come through.
I'm serious, sis. Like, for real, y'all be doing it. I was like, wow. So what is this thing coming up in September?
So that's the workshop, September 8th through the 10th. That's the workshop.
What's the theme for it? Do you have a theme?
I haven't told anybody yet.
Oh, you ain't told nobody. Okay.
The theme is crazy, and like, man, this is gonna be my biggest one yet. Like the ladies are really gonna be able to be a part of like greatness.
Really? Oh my gosh. Listen, I need to come out there and just interview people. The Sheila C Hill Show need to come.
Yes, definitely.
Oh my God. I'm so excited because I know it's going to be off the chain. Listen, continue to dare to be different. Continue to dream bigger, Kim. I see you out here. You're inspiring so many people. Continue to do what you're doing, sis. Continue to be consistent, because I see you be on those lives. It might be 2 minutes to 12, but you like, I got to get my live in.
Girl, listen.
I was like, she getting her live in for today.
Yes.
But that's what people have to understand. No matter what level you're at, you still have to have that within you and that drive to keep executing. And you mentioned earlier about pivoting. I call myself the pivot queen sometimes, because sometimes in entrepreneurship, you have to pivot. Sometimes things does not go the way you want it to go. So, baby, you have to feel, a lot of times people may feel, oh, I feel so bad on myself, I didn't reach my goal. No, this is just a pivot to get you to the next level that you need to go. All right. So tell me one thing that is a fun fact, Kim. Tell me something that people generally don't know about you, so my guests can feel a little bit closer to you. What is a fun fact?
A fun fact about me is that, oh my goodness, like I'm so goofy. I'm so goofy. And I make up this language, like I talk, it's kind of like, it sounds like Spanish, but it's really not Spanish. Like when I talk like this, like my nieces and stuff, my sister called me the other day and was like, my niece said she needs to learn Spanish so she can understand what I'm saying. And we was laughing so hard because everybody knows it's not Spanish except the kids. But I think that's one thing. Like when I get like, I don't know, like.
Okay, wait a minute. You got to say something in the language though. What is it?
Oh my goodness, Sheila.
Yes, Kim, you got to.
Oh my goodness, Sheila. Oh my goodness, girl.
No, you're not off the hook, sis.
Oh my goodness, Sheila.
If I was your niece, what would you say?
Look, I can't have people on here knowing about like my little crazy trait. Oh my God.
Say one little thing.
This is a film. Sheila, oh my goodness. No, I can't. Next time.
No, you're not. It's not. No, next time we're gonna be talking about something else. So you having your $1 million day. So
oh my goodness, y'all. Sheila got me on here. Listen. So I don't know, like it's really not a particular, like I think there is, because like one of my friends from college, like sometimes she will say the same thing, like, and I'll be like, I really got people, I'm telling you, like my friend, one of my friends, childhood friends, like sometimes he'll call me and be like, Vente, like, and I'll be like, oh my goodness. He's like, I gotta stop hanging around you because you got me at my job saying this stuff. And it's so funny. It's crazy. I don't know. But
that is so funny. Thank you for sharing that.
I've never shared it. I'm just thinking like, what is something like a fun? And my sister, she always saying she gonna expose me. Like, Kim, do these people know you crazy like this? No, they do not know.
Well, tell her now you've been exposed on the Sheila C Hill Show.
Lord.
So she can never hold that over your head, okay? It's already out. Exactly. She'll probably try to blackmail you. Okay, now you mentioned that you have a group of ladies. Can anyone join this group, this Facebook group?
Yes, so we have a free Facebook group, and it's on, I'm about to say Facebook, but it's on Facebook. It's Easy Peasy. So the letter E, the letter Z, the letter P, the letter Z. Easy Peasy Party Planning, over 50,000 members, just people in there just creating. If you got questions, you want to know like, well, which chair cover will fit this type of chair, just all kind of stuff, inspiration and motivation. And you can also text us at 678-661-5144. 678-661-5144. And it's just a free vendors list. So like for anybody who is getting into business, like I share my free vendors list.
That's great, Kim. That is awesome. You're just giving so much out where you really want people to win. You're giving them what they need to just get started, and then they can continue to level up. I love it. Kudos to you. Now, other than this group, I remember seeing somewhere that you have other groups that you're over. How many groups are you over, Kim?
Oh my goodness, Sheila. Like I have like over probably my VA told me, she was like, it's 100 groups, but I don't think it's 100, but a good 60, 80 groups that I have that I own. Is
are you on team Do Too Much as well? Because I thought I was the president, but I think you might win.
DTM. So yes. Well, I mean, just beginning, like starting my business, right? So I started with all of these classes. So we started coming out with classes for like props, balloons, like all of these different classes, right? So I started the business, Sheila, just doing what we do. I didn't have a business. Like I didn't have any systems. I always tell people that's like my number one probably in my top 3 mistakes, right? Starting a business without having systems. So just like right now, I have a group with over 50,000 people in there, but I don't have their names, their phone number. You know what I mean? If something happened with Facebook, I wouldn't have a way to further connect with the people in that group.
Gotcha.
So that's why I always tell people, you know how we be having these share contests? Okay, share and follow my page. Share and follow for what? Like,
right. Because the money is in the emails, in the phone numbers. Yes, you need the contacts.
Fortune is in the list.
Oh my goodness. Okay, that's a lot of groups, Kim. That's a lot of groups.
Yes. So I have those groups, and I started with like Cash App, but so I have like about 60 groups that I'm over. And we teach like different things here today. Like we've consolidated some of them, like the courses and stuff, so people can kind of like focus on what they focus on. But
Okay. One last question: how in the world do you stay organized?
So systems and my team, my VAs, right? Systems and my VAs, my team.
Woo, baby. I'm tired. Just listen, 60. Listen, I have about 4 or 5, and I'll just be like, okay, what I got to post in here? What did they say here?
I don't. So it's definitely a team. So I own the groups, but I have like different instructors that teach.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So
okay.
No,
that makes sense.
Yeah, it's not just me.
Ooh, Woo, honey. It take a village, baby. Bless your heart. You be all over the place. I love it though. I love it. I love your light that shines. I love your energy. Continue to show your energy. Continue to promote yourself and just daring to be different. Continue to inspire people. So overall, we know how to get in contact with you. So you have your mentorship, you have your free group, but then you have your inner circle. Is that what you have?
Yep.
Okay. And how do they get into your inner circle?
So that one is application only. So you do have to apply to work with me and my inner circle program. But it's basically us giving you like the blueprint to help you. And that's my mastermind program. So we give you a blueprint. But I think where most of the value comes from is like when we are able to actually get together and mastermind, and I'm able to, introduce them to my circle and the people who have helped me level up along the way. And also, like, one of my mentees, like one of my inner circle members, she was able to do an event for Nene Leaks. They get to come out, like, we did an event for Rick Ross, Annetta Powell. They were able to, to be there in those environments. So it prepares them to take on that next level.
Oh, that's major. I love it. I love it. You're bringing it back. So, and we hear about it so many times. People's like, when you make it, send the elevator back down and teach. And that's exactly what you're doing. So let's give it up for, let me get my little clapper out for Kim. I love it. You probably use it like for a low budget planning party.
Listen, I love those, especially at conferences.
Most definitely. Listen, I really appreciate it. Now, what do you have? Just give us some last minute gems as we're getting ready to close. What would you say? Anything that's on your heart or whatever that you want to leave for the people?
A last minute gem. I'm just gonna say, like, be consistent, build relationships, invest in yourself, and keep God first.
Ooh, come on. Keep God first. The big G-O-D. I always tell people that's who I serve. It's the big G-O-D for me. Well, thank you very much for coming today, Kim. I really appreciate all the gems, your insight and the wisdom that you've shown as well. We'll have all the contact information in the show notes. It is very important to reach out to her, to get in these Facebook groups where she's dropping these free gems, and she has a support as well. So make sure you follow Kim Perrymond. Easy breezy party planning. Thank you for being on the show. I'm just going to have you go backstage for a moment. So anyway, my people, I told y'all we bring the best. Listen, make sure you subscribe to the Sheila C Hill Show. Become a part of the Thrivers here. Because let me tell you, baby, this is real life. This is, as you just heard Kim speak, this is her real life. This is showing you that you can start at the $275 and then go up to $100 day. Did she say $100 day award? Like what? Who does that? So it is proof in the pudding. So make sure you follow her. Make sure you join her mentorship. Make sure you get in her inner circle. Follow her Facebook. Follow her social media. Everything is going to be in the show notes. But in the meantime, if no one has told you today, you are loved and highly appreciated. Do not dim your light for anyone. Make sure that you shine. The reason that you're here, understand that you have to do the work in the inside to show and for your light to shine. If you need therapy, baby, go get the therapy. It's okay. Get the therapy, improving yourself, get a coach, and just know that if you can think it, if you can visualize it, you can accomplish it. So just know that we are here, the Sheila C Hill Show. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. Until next time on the Sheila C Hill Show. Take care.